Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Derek Brent here of Strike7Sports.com. And I just want to talk about the recent news concerning the New Orleans Pelicans, the recent information that's been coming out of the Pelicans, I guess, news wire, as far as their stories, you know, drama. Not really drama, but, well, I could call it, well, you can call it drama, but it involves former guard JJ Reddick, and on his podcast, what was the damn his podcast is the old man and the three, the old man, yeah, the name of his podcast is called the old man and the three. So JJ Reddick, I'm gonna just paraphrase it to you, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this and the other subject as well. So JJ Reddick pretty much accused the Pelicans, the front office of lying. So I read the article today, read through it, read the quotes, and we'll read them back to y'all today of the information I gathered and share my thoughts on it. But I'm gonna just read the article, the story, what was put out today. JJ Reddick says he was shocked to learn he was dealt to Mavs after being assured he ended up closer to home. Reddick wanted to play on a team closer to his family in Brooklyn. One of the smaller but surprising trades that happened ahead of the March 25th deadline was when veteran sharpshooter JJ Reddick was traded from the New Orleans Pelicans to the Dallas Mavericks. And in any other season, this would have been regarded as a solid trade for Dallas and nothing more than that. But there's an extra layer of confusion added to this trade, as it was widely reported in January that Redick wanted to play on the team closest to his family in Brooklyn, which would included any of the Northeast teams: Nets, Knicks, Celtics, and Sixers. Well, Redick wasn't granted any of his preferred destinations, and when the trade was executed, the 16-year veteran wasn't exactly thrilled. Redick spoke of this trade on his podcast, The Old Man and the Three, on Wednesday. I was shocked. I was floored. I was not expecting that at that point to get traded. This is not any sort of slight at the Dallas Mavericks, but the Mavericks were not on any of the teams in my in any. But the Mavericks were not any of the teams in any point in time that we had discussed. So I was a little jarred after I called after. So I was a little jarred after in the call Mark Cuban, and what I told Mark was any other year I'd be thrilled to get traded to the Dallas Mavericks. It's one of the premier organizations. I think Rick Carlisle is one of the best coaches, and as we just discussed, the opportunity to play with Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis and all their guys. They got a great team. It was just a little jarring. Aside from the initial shock of being traded into a team that wasn't on his list of preferred destinations, Redick also divulged that he requested a trade in November prior to the season starting. After the league announced its decision to forge ahead with a season starting on Christmas Day, which would include strict health and safety protocols, and didn't allow for players to travel much outside of the city they were playing in, Redick realized he wanted to be near his family during the COVID-19 pandemic. Redick said he had several conversations with the Pelicans front office, specifically with New Orleans Vice President David Griffin, and was assured they'd be put in the position he wanted when the time came. Alright, I'll read the rest of it. So I talked to Griff. I talked to Trajan, the general manager. Griff basically said to me, come down for a month. You still want to be traded? I give you my word. I'll get you to the situation that you like. We've had subsequently 4 conversations. Again, my agent talks to him, but I am talking to Griff directly. That's how I wanted to handle this. Griff and I had a personal relationship, and obviously he did not honor his word. Again, this is not a slight on Dallas at all. My understanding, basically from February on, once I was not traded, that my bad. Once I was not traded at the aggregate deadline on February 2nd, my understanding all along was that I was going to get a buyout. And if I was going to be traded was going to be to a team in the Northeast. I was closer to home, and I'd be able to see my family for the last 2 or 3 months of the season. Obviously, that didn't happen. Geographically speaking, of course, Dallas is further away from New York than New Orleans. All right, so end quote. All right, so here's my take on this. Right. Um. So JJ Reddick, you know, is accusing the Pelicans, David Griffin, of lying, pretty much for the most part. Um, it's a business, man. It's unfortunate that it happened that way, but it's a business, and if I fault both sides as well, both parties. I'm a fault. Where I fault JJ Reddick at is if he would have played better than what he was during his time with wanting to get traded, he would have played better on the court, stepped his game up. Then maybe the Pelicans, the front office would have probably got him a better deal, but he didn't. He regressed from last season, and he just wasn't the player that he was in previous years. Plain and simple, he was not the shooter that we all come to know from JJ Reddick with his team. These past few months with the team, just start off this new season, he's just not been that guy. And if he did, step his game up, make shots, help the team win, contribute, then maybe a better deal. Then maybe a better deal would be in place. A deal would be in place for him to get traded to one of those teams in the Northeast. Also, why did he decide to join the Pelicans from the start? He knew this was a rebuilding job, a team that was developing with Zion Williamson. They weren't going to contend right away with Zion Williamson. You know, I'm more than sure that with other teams, he couldn't take less money then and to go to a contender, stay in the Northeast. I'm more than sure there had teams out there working for him. He could have stayed in Philly if he wanted to be in the Northeast. I fought him for that. But things didn't work out, man. And you expect the Pelicans wasn't the Pelicans would. This is a business, man. You expect the Pelicans just to let you walk, get a buyout, and walk away from the team, and I'll get nothing for you. No money, no compensation, no draft picks. Come on, man. They had to get something for you. They had to get a draft. They had to send you to a team, man. Then it wasn't a content. I mean, your preferred choice, but they're sending you to where they could get the best deal for you, the best compensation for you. So, things sometimes we can get in life. We can't get what we want sometimes, And I know it's the player of the NBA, the player leverage and all that, but hey, it happens, man. Pelicans have to look out for themselves as well. If that's Griffin didn't honor his commitment, his bond with you, then it is what it is, man. He had to do what was best for the organization, And now when I fought the Pelicans, same as I fought the Pelicans on this as well, because where I fought David Griffin and the Pelicans front office is that we should have gotten rid of JJ Reddick way before the season even started, and got even better compensation for him while his value was still up. We let him drag on to the season, try to hope that he get it turned around, but it never materialized to that point. You'll see certain spots in certain games. You'll see a vintage JJ Reddick like performance, but not every night from him, and it caused his team, to lose a lot of games. Along with him and Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. But it is what it is now. We should have. I was like one of the few people that was saying that we should have traded. The Pelicans should have moved on from JJ Reddick in the offseason while his value was still up. Send him to the Northeast if that's what he wanted to do. Send him to the Northeast. Send him to Brooklyn. Well, we could. Send him to Brooklyn. No, not Brooklyn because they pretty much send him to Brooklyn and they see if we send him to Brooklyn they probably wouldn't have made the move for Harden if you got some compensation for him. But send him up there to the Knicks or wherever, to the Northeast, and get some better compensation for him. But what's done is done now, you know. But I fold both parties in the situation. I fold JJ Reddick and I fold the Pelicans for the situation. All right, now I'm gonna segue into what Colin Cowherd said the other day. Well, on I think it was Monday, I believe, and that's about Zion Williamson. It was about Zion Williamson not signing his first max deal with pretty much his second max deal with the Pelicans. His first ever max contract with the Pelicans. And give me a second, real quick. All right, so yeah, I'm back. So Colin Cowherd, and it makes no sense to me that he says this stuff. You know, he says that Zion has an injury history, and that he may want to think about his you know his he may think about getting out of the game a little younger in his career because he has an injury history and he has a huge shoe deal that's pretty much generational wealth, like shoe deal with Nike, and that signing for his max contract, his first ever max contract, he shouldn't even consider signing with his original team and staying with the Pelicans. It should just go on to another team and contend for championships while he still can, while he's still young. And my response to that is that it's dumb. It doesn't make sense. It is, and I brought this up about a few months ago, man. I did a poll on my Twitter page, on the Strike Seven Sports Twitter page, and I said at the time the Pelicans were struggling to in games, losing blowing leads and all that. I put a poll out about, do you think Zion Williamson is going to sign his first max deal with the Pelicans? His first ever max deal with the Pelicans. And I think it's a mixed bag. That there's mixed responses, man. It's like 50-50 between yes and no. Because they're already starting the narrative on this already about how he would look with another team. They're already starting it, you know. But he's Colin Cowherd leading the charge. And that's his opinion. I respect it, but it's a dumb one. It's a dumb one, you know, because just because you got a shoe deal with Nike, a shoe deal that pays you on the level with your max contract, your first max deal that pays you more than your your rookie deal, that you should continue to live on that deal and not get no max money. Nah, it don't work like that, man. It don't. And in my opinion, this is me. This is just my opinion, my personal opinion. If I'm playing in the NBA, man, they want me to be. They projecting me to be the face of the league. I want all my money, man. I want all my money, cause the owner's gonna get most out of me while I'm on the court. So I might as well get my money. I want my super max deals, my max contract, and I want my shoe deal. I want all my money, man. All my money before I retire. I'm not taking less for nothing. It depends. At the end of my career, maybe I think about that. But while I'm young, I want my money, man. You know, I mean, it don't make it is make that's just like the laziest take I ever heard, man. You gonna not take the max money, live off your shoe deal, take less money, and compete for championships. Now I'm gonna just say this too. You might be in the Hall of Fame, but you might be broke. Just think about You see it all the time. They're talking about you. They're showing you the highlights and all that. The highlights of you, how great you were, but you don't have no money. You broke. You see it all the time in the NFL. Great players, man. Great players that have done great for their organizations, winning Super Bowls, but they have no money. Going to Hall of Fame, they get a gold jacket, but they're financially ruined. You know. But for Zion, man, look, my wish is this, man. I know we on the clock, man. We on the clock. Pelicans are on the clock to build a contender with this guy, man. We on the clock, man. It starts now. Hopefully we can get into that playoff tournament, get that AC, get into the playoffs, man. Next year we continue to build, bring a veteran in there, a veteran that wants to be there, and that can help this team, man, and grow. Um, I just wish that, my wish is that while he's here for the next 7 to 8 years, 7 to 10 years, how much, 7 to 10 years before he goes off to the big markets, is that we could get a championship, man. One or two championship appearances, championship rings from this dude, working with this dude playing with us, man, with the Pelicans. Just, get us to the finals a few times, get us a championship, man. I'll be happy. I'm happy if he even get us to the finals, man. Get us in playing in the NBA finals, bro. I'll be happy, man. But I would like to get a championship. One or two championships would be fine with me, man. Get us help the Pelicans win a championship. That's what my goal is for Zion while he's here, man. Because I know he's on the clock, man. The Pelicans are on the clock to build around this dude, man. Because these rumors, not rumors, but these type of takes are coming, man. They're coming, man. They coming. They'll be on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, the media. Stephen A. Smith. He's another one that was pushing for kind of like push the charge for Zion to go to the Knicks, man. Because I got the feeling that the next superstar move gonna be with the Knicks, man. The next star going with the Knicks. I'm telling you. The Lakers already got him with LeBron. The next superstar is going to the Knicks, man. Watch. But anyways, man, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. Do you think Cowherd was right about with his take about Zion should not sign his first max deal, live off of pretty much live off his shoe deal with Nike, take a little less money and go to a bigger market and contend for championships. Also, JJ Reddick and versus the Pelicans front office. Who do you think was right and who was wrong? Or was both parties wrong? Like I saw it. That's all I have for y'all for right now. In the description box below, check out strike7sports.com for latest content on the NBA and the NFL. Have a blessed day. Please subscribe. Peace.